Welcome to the Daily Edge. Steve, Jake, Mark, we are the Noodlebergs, and today we are going to be debating the hot topic of artificial intelligence and how it fits into business, relationships, and performance.
And whether it's coming for your job.
Let's find our edge. That starts with our affirmation. The edge doesn't come from resisting change. It comes from leaning into discomfort and challenge to learn, adapt, adopt, and change.
Do you want to start with the Wall Street Journal headline, the Fiverr CEO headline? Where do you think we should start with that one?
You could start with people like me
who
are like,
I like when we
AI, what?
Well, I like when we go hot round, right? The question is AI coming for your job? And yet, single answer, yes or no. Is AI coming for your job? Yes or no?
No.
1,000% yes. 1,000% yes.
So my answer is yes, right? Yes, AI
you
is
said
coming.
lightning round. You said lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay.
My answer is yes. AI is coming for your job. Now we can give context
now we can go by.
around answers.
Okay.
If you do not know how to leverage AI, your job
blown
is
away.
roasted.
You are
So
blown
that's
away.
a big if. I don't think it's coming for your job. It has made me much better at my job. And I think...
And so for every coach who's not leveraging AI to be better at their job, they're roasted. They're done.
Right.
They're done.
You cannot stay stagnant. For me, I have a very personal relationship with AI. I named it. But I'm doing
For the audience,
exploratory.
For the audience, ChatGPT is your AI of choice.
Correct.
Right? You're not using...
I think everybody on
I'm
the
not using
dais.
Claude or
Who?
I was waiting for somebody to catch
What?
it. I think everybody on the dais is a Chat GPT user.
Yes.
Nobody's using Claude. Nobody's using
and
any
I
of
am
the
using-
that one.
I am using the paid version, but to me, it's like $20 a month.
Right. Because
Ridiculous.
I just saw, what is it, Dan Martell?
Yeah.
I think he just put out a video of the 5 AIs he's using, and a lot of them are specifically designed for tasks and jobs. So AI is much larger than a chat box that is used.
Yeah.
It can be built, it can be taught, it can redefine how almost anybody does work.
So let's clarify. It can.
No, it will. Sorry.
Right.
It will.
Right. I think
It
it
is.
will.
It is.
I agree.
It is.
I agree.
It is.
But
It is.
Adam Saul just posted this on LinkedIn the other day, which was hilarious. And Adam has done this show. He said, look, when you post something that's AI written, I know it's AI.
Sure, you can hear
like
it.
he says, I know you don't talk that way.
I want to get away from just it's the chat box thing.
Okay.
And
Right.
it's- I want you to differentiate the difference between what AI is as an entirety,
What its capabilities
and what
are.
they built that specific AI
Right.
to
Okay.
do for you.
Okay.
Right. It is a widespread thing that can be taught to legitimately do anything.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to seep into everything that we do. And that's why the answer is AI coming for your job. Yes. Will AI replace humans is the question.
In some roles, yes.
Right.
In some roles.
So there's a nuance. There's a nuance to this answer, right? Like just 82% of top performing companies are investing in AI decision making, right? Decision making. Not AI relationship development, not AI leadership, right? AI decision making, saying, hey, we have a complex situation here. Here's all the components and all the data behind it. Help us make a decision. Now, don't make the decision for me. Help me make the decision. What should I be weighing here? What should we be looking at? And it becomes a consigliere. It becomes a consultant. It becomes somebody that you can bounce ideas off of that helps you get to an answer.
But okay, so I'm with you all the way along. I just think the reality of it is there's a generation of people that are just scared shitless of it.
Of course.
That have no idea
And you're
going
going
to
get blown up. Let
do.
me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let's back up 6 years. Let's go 6 years, right? You're posting on LinkedIn.
2018
right?
or
Okay.
19.
Call it 2018, 2019. You're posting on LinkedIn.
Pre-pandemic.
Right? Pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at you going, look, I love my phone. And you're like, you're an idiot. You're like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're missing. And now fast forward 7 years later, and now everybody's doing it. They have personal brands, right? They're posting.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
That
So there are early adopters.
early adopters,
I totally
right?
get
Yep.
that.
And the people who said that you were crazy, you used to say are fucking morons, and I will say that.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you the same thing right now.
Okay.
If you do not believe that it's coming, like you're just
I do. I use it.
Yeah.
I like it because it's giving me answers that have no judgment.
What scares you about it?
It's very deep and very personal. It's just
Get away from
you
the
know,
chat box. What is what?
Well,
is
that's the only thing I know.
Right, so what
That's
scares you
my
about
vision.
of somebody doing a task for you?
Well, let me ask you this because I've talked about this. I go in and I pay an attorney to do a job for me, and that attorney turns around and uses AI to get the job done. You're okay with that?
1,000%. I don't know how to
okay
do
with
that.
that?
I don't know how
Yeah.
to use AI to do it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like the NVIDIA CEO said, he goes.
So
it's a
hold on,
scam.
let me ask a question because this is a perfect example. Yes. Okay. Why did you pay that attorney to do that job?
For example.
Because I
Why did you
trust in
choose?
it.
You trust that attorney. It's got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with his ability to execute on the back end paperwork
No,
and the
that's not true.
filing. And
That is exactly the reason I trust him. Is because he's shown me, he or she has shown me that they have a propensity to do this.
Do you
job.
trust me?
Do I trust you? Without a doubt.
I use AI. I don't know.
I know.
70% of the tasks I do
know.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
And
If it is
when the
a
show is
service
over,
business-
when the show is over, he's fired.
if it is a service business,
Go
we
do
are
it. Go use it.
We're
Like,
never going to use AI to replace the relationship of the service
we
business.
wouldn't replace
What
you with
AI should do. So like, okay, so you chose the attorney to pay. Sure, because you believe he can actually do the job.
Correct.
But you actually chose him because you like that person. You like that guy.
I know.
You have
I
a
like
relationship.
and I trust that
You know,
person.
like, and trust that person,
Right.
right? And then the
And
execution.
whatever they charge is an exchange of value that I've admitted to. Now, if that person's not doing it and they've offloaded it to AI.
But it offers them the ability to spend more time with you, explaining to you the case, or explaining to you the issue that you're dealing with, or
does it
explaining
even
to you
the playing
the
field
problem.
for all attorneys then.
1,000%.
So
1,000%.
you think it does that for every category?
I think it does it for every service category
So then what
business
is it,
in the world.
bedside manner that changes? That I want to hear it from this
You
person?
have to be more consultative now.
Okay.
Your level of relationship and your level of
You agree?
delivery has to be that much better because everybody can do it. I could get in and start filing. There are
Here's
people
the facts
who
of
are
the case,
defending
right.
themselves in cases by using artificial intelligence to teach them how to do it. So the delivery of the product and the human component of it has to be the thing that wins now, which is why I say AI is not coming for you. It's coming for all of the tasks and all of the managerial things and everything that you used to put weight on. It's coming for that. So you better be better as an individual now.
Yeah, you almost act as like the policeman of it because I think when you say lawyer, like I'm paying a lawyer for his expertise. Like I don't want to go learn it. And I think this will change, but there's still the apprehension of I'm getting my info from an AI source. And you talk about it with Google now.
Right.
Like the SEO for Google is terrible for people now.
Right.
Because they added the AI thing. You never have to scroll down now. But who knows if that's right or wrong? They're pulling information, and so the trust level is going to get better, in my opinion. We're going to trust it more
For an answer. You're going to trust it for an answer.
I'm going to
help
trust it
me
more
out
than a
here.
human.
So help me out here.
It's
So
going to be
in our
able to
business,
dissect
in our
a lot
business,
more.
There's a lot of coaches.
Yeah.
And most of the coaches don't agree with our philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
So if they use AI, they're going to input their philosophy. They're going to get validated answers that they're going to share, which
Yep.
they would have done anyway.
Right.
Right. Same with us. So you're saying that the field is still the same. They're not going to be influenced by because it's all about inputs.
Correct.
So the ability to work with AI
is the
paramount.
most significant opportunity you have in every.
And
you-
I have found that.
Did you see? It's a kind of a weird parallel. Did you watch the Indy 500 this week?
No,
Not a minute.
not
so-
a second of it.
Actually, it's-
honestly, I didn't even know it was happening.
What is the Indy 500? That's a Jeopardy question.
No.
Right?
I think
No.
I think the Monaco Grand Prix was also this
Yes.
week.
Yeah, that was happening.
That
I knew that was happening.
Right, so-
I saw people in Monaco. And
F1's doing a way better
All right.
job marketing
All
than
right.
Indy 500 is.
So there was a driver that was starting the race, and they went to go do their warm up lap, and he decided to warm the tires and swerved a little bit and drove straight into the wall in the warm up.
Which happens. That's a common thing in all racing, right? They were
right.
swerve
And
back
most
forth.
people were like, it's kind of human error. Like, probably shouldn't have done that. And he's devastated. Human error exists everywhere.
Sure.
Right? Like, it's a natural
In airplanes.
standard
Artificial
deviation.
intelligence error
Sure.
is there.
But I think the idea is that is going to have far less human errors, burnout, emotions attached to certain things, certain projects, and it's going to constantly look at everything in an analytical mindset. Depending
No
if
judgment, no bias.
depending if you put
Sure.
it in, the context that you need to feed it. Like,
Correct.
I do want to say, like, in the video, it literally says if you were to learn anything about AI, it would be prompting.
Yep.
It's just how to talk to it.
Yep.
Would be the most important thing that you can do.
Our service business. So I know. So I'll let you finish your thought because
No,
I don't
no,
want to
no,
cut you off. But you're going. I know. I see where you're
Yeah.
going. Right, which is that. Hey,
Human error.
this is a
Right.
better. This is a better
Motions.
decision making
No,
tool.
no burnout, no
This is
tired,
going to
no
give me
other-
better information. It's
no
going to lead me
families to
better
work- right,
directions.
exactly.
It's going to give
Right,
me
exactly.
better information, which is very true. Right. But when purchasing a service, right, is it a data driven decision or an emotional driven decision?
I think there's a logical and there's an emotional. I think it's all emotion. I think a lot of it is emotion.
I think the majority of, and this is a personal thing, right? I don't have data behind this. I think the majority of things we buy because of emotion, not
Correct.
actual data.
I agree. That's why we say
how you
shoot for the
feel
heart.
about that
or
thing.
how does it make me feel?
The reason you
when I
buy whatever
this.
brand of shoes you buy, the reason you buy what you subscribe to one service instead
It's
of
a
another
transfer of that emotion.
is a
without
transfer of emotion. It's you feel something towards that brand and you purchase because of it. So therefore, selling is an emotional behavior. Therefore, the connection of a human or the ability to develop that emotion is always going to exist. So in order for me to excel, I got to be able to use AI to help me make better data-driven decisions, to help me create better solutions, to help me do all of the things. But in order for me to go sell it, in order for me to go get somebody to buy it, it's going to have to be emotion, and you need a human.
So
There's got to be some human touch.
Fair. I don't know that we think we want human touch as much as we do. And I'm going to use an example. I'm going to call it like a call center, right? Like back in the past, calling a call center was like the worst thing you could possibly do.
Because the humans sucked.
The humans were terrible.
The entire process of it, everything
Terrible.
sucked.
Hard to get people in
Right.
those jobs that care. You answer the phone, they're mad at the world, they're in India, wherever they might be, right? I just called Bank of America and it was all AI, I called Delta, my bad. And it was all AI to switch all my information and it was done seamlessly.
Yeah.
And so for certain things like that,
You don't need it.
you're going to remove a lot of humans.
Bingo.
So
you're
that's
going-
more
so-
administrative than it is.
The statistic is that AI is projected to eliminate 85 million jobs, but will create 97 million new ones by the end of 2025. So by the end of this year,
Yeah, I think
there should be
The other stat was like 70% of the skills will change by 2030 that you'll need for every job.
right.
That's
right.
a large number.
Right. So like
a
you're going to
radical-
create new jobs
It's a
and,
radical
and
number.
you're going to create a bunch of you have to understand the way
Radical
running
number.
AI
It's like
works.
landing on another planet.
Cooling systems and warehouses for grids and like the ability to implement AI on this scale creates a whole industry and a whole rise in a certain part of the economy. But the jobs that are going to be eliminated, 85 million of them, those people got to figure out where to go.
Where to go?
You got to upskill.
There is precedence here, though. There was the Industrial Revolution where everything was
Look at the
in a
internet.
factory and then it
Look at the
became
internet.
right.
Phones,
So we are constantly evolving, which goes to just a mantra. If you stay stuck, right? You can get run over.
Like I imagine,
you know?
I imagine it existed with people who used the typewriter and then got a computer for the first time.
Yeah.
So here's
You remember Mad Men, right? With the big computer? I mean, the room.
Oh, right.
The whole
Right.
room.
The whole room.
Right? It was like, what is
here's
that
what
thing,
I'm saying.
right?
Here's what I'm saying. Is AI is for sure coming for your job, but AI is not coming for you because humans need human connection for biological survival, for psychological needs, for emotional regulation, for health and
check.
longevity, for spiritual and existential fulfillment. That's not going away.
Yeah,
As
I
long
don't
as
know.
we're living,
I hate
we
to-
need those
hate
things.
to, I hate if I ruin this for anybody, but you saw the scene in the studio. We were just talking about it, where he decides, not you, him, to make the AI to do the animations.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you
yet.
haven't got it.
I haven't got
So
to that episode
He makes
yet.
somebody goes to him and it's like, hey, like I think I'm just gonna do AI for this
Right.
thing. And he's like, right. And they're like, well, if you want to hire someone, it's like $3 million. He's like, nope, AI,
Yeah.
right? And then boom, steps on stage, and they're like, there are reports that you'll be using AI.
And there's a massive-
and now
oh,
there's
I
a
did see that
layoff. And then,
episode.
like,
I
he's
did
like,
see that
now
episode.
you're taking away
Yeah.
from animators. Like,
Right.
is there going to be a human pushback to the use of AI? Like, are we going to stop buying products because those companies don't hire humans anymore? Like, is there going to be a correction?
I don't think so. Actually,
Right? No, I don't think
so.
Right.
It's
I
like
don't
it was like
care.
the formation of the factory, like you talked about
Yeah.
in the Industrial Revolution.
used to
Like
it.
less people's jobs got taken by machines. This is something that's continuously happened.
I mean, I can
But
tell you personally, I am better because of the relationship I've developed
Have
with
you
chat.
Have you seen the new Google video service that can create? Shay, have you seen
No.
that? It's insane, the new videos that they can create.
Yeah.
from it. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, it is as real as fake gets. If that makes any sense.
the edge is to lean into change, right? You please do not stick your head in the sand. Please do not go, oh, we're not going to need this. Please do not be one of those people because it's happening faster than it ever happened before.
You're actually
That's
behind.
the thing is that like, yeah, and it's going to continue to evolve.
Or wait, you could be like the pandemic and say, I'll just wait
your
till it
hand
gets
aside.
back to
Right,
normal.
when it goes back to normal. Like it's not happening. We're not going back to that.
Use it to be more adaptable, right?
Yes.
Use it to communicate better. Automate almost any task you can with it, right? I don't make a decision without my chat box. I don't edit a video without it. It puts me what happened?
It's everybody's responsibility to figure out how they use it.
I forgot the actual stat, but
Don't let anybody
it
define it
says
for
it like
you.
increases your IQ. But
No,
I think
believe it
that
does.
was one of the Hormozzi's lines where like we talked about it. Where like
Some of those
it
maths
increases
out
it
there.
22%.
I
Like, how would you
believe
know?
it does because
It does.
Instagram
I would
math,
normally,
baby.
normally I'd have to wait to find a group of people that I could brainstorm with
Right.
to start that creative process. And now I'm doing it real time, bang, 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 with the speed of light. You know,
You future-proof yourself if you can use AI.
1,000%.
there you go.
There will
Future.
always be somebody.
So you don't even have to. You future proof yourself if you continue to learn. Period. End of story. He's a great example of it, right? Like future proofed himself. He's continued to evolve decade after
Shocking.
decade with social media
unbelievable.
and
Me.
artificial intelligence.
It's me.
Everybody lost their best
Like
from when you were
me.
13.
Like me.
It was me.
And wait a minute, I wrote a book too.
So that is the edge, is continue to lean into it and find the way that you should be using it to help you get 1% better every day. Thank you for finding your edge with us. Remember to like, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.